Brooklyn 45 is about a group of friends who get together at the very end of World War II for cocktails. Those cocktails quickly devolve into a seance, and the characters are forced to deal with not just the metaphoric, but the literal ghosts of their past. It's a real-time seance set over about 85 minutes, and it is like the worst hour and a half of cocktails you could possibly experience.
Well, I guess I play Hildy.
You do?
I've been told not to say anything, so I'm saying I guess about everything. I think I do.
Go wild.
And Hildy is a surprise guest.
You don't have to keep looking at me. You say, oh, you know what, Glebe? Say whatever you want about Hildy.
Okay. Hildy is, we're in 1945 New York, and Hildy is an immigrant to America from Germany, and she is
one of the best greengrocers in the area.
Yes, that's true. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me.
She's in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Wrong place, and she is a neighbor of Hawk. She's Hawk's neighbor.
That's the simplest version of it. I'm the neighbor.
Another neighbor. I'm a German greengrocer neighbor.
The plot thickens.
Very silly. So it started, I made a film that played at South by 8 years ago called We Are Still Here, which Larry here co-starred in. And the film has a seance scene that kind of starts off the third act of the film. And it's such a fun scene, and Larry and this other actor, Andrew Sensenig, are both so good in it. And every time we would show the movie, we would have audience members say, oh, I love that seance scene. I love that seance scene. And my joke answer was always like, oh, you love it? Well, then my next movie is just going to be a whole seance. And like that joke was kind of like the seed that had planted the idea of doing this. And I just kind of dove in one day and said, what would it take to make a movie that's all a seance? So I started putting it together, and thanks to the assistance of my late father, Michael, who was a Vietnam veteran. He was in the Air Force, and he was a quadriplegic. He helped me kind of form the script almost from day one. I had written the first act of it, and I couldn't figure out where to go from there, and my dad kind of stepped in, and even though he didn't offer anything creatively, he offered so much technical information, like, this guy wouldn't be this person wouldn't say this. It was just kind of all this really wonderful know-how about his time in the military. And he, helped me craft it into the wonderful script that it became. And he passed away right as we finished writing it, so the film's dedicated to him. The movie's real message, I won't say message, but the question the film asks is, are we the sum of everything we do over the course of our life? Or should we be defined by just one thing that we do? Because all of the characters have troubling backgrounds, but also good backgrounds. And over the course of this evening, they all do very good things and they all do very bad things. And when the film is over, it's really a gray area as to whether these characters are good or bad. And the film doesn't tell you if these characters are good or bad. I hope that the audience leaves the film discussing whether they believe these characters are good or bad. And there is no right or wrong answer.
And can I just say that the pleasure of making this film was we were all acting in the same room together as comrades, like a play. And we had this wonderful gentleman who was really open and enthusiastic about expressing, the themes and then individually our performances. But I think listening to Ted just takes me back to what a great experience shooting the movie was.
Yeah. It was really unusual. I have to echo that because, and a testament to you also, but also the players. It was like being in a play. It was like, I can't explain it. It was a wonderful experience and a unique experience. Unfortunately, I wish we all worked like that all the time, right?
Once in a lifetime.
Oh my God! So it was like a theater. Like most of us are theater trained, and it just felt like I was back at UCLA theater school. doing, that enthusiasm and that a company like that. That's what it felt like we were a company.
And didn't we threaten to do it as a play?
Yeah.
Teddy, we're waiting for our...
sure.
One day.
We're waiting. We're still waiting to do it.
Hello, Broadway.
Yeah,
I
and
think-
a lot of the effects were practical, in which case we're ready to shoot.
Yeah,
seems
we
to
are.
me.
We already know the roles. We all do come from theater. I mean, yeah.
The other interesting thing about it, that the fact that we were together in mini holding in
Oh,
our
yeah.
little armchairs, waiting to go back into the set, where we're in the same room, and then we're hanging out together in what was like a green room, right?
Totally.
And we did a scene 5, which was 90 pages.
Three.
I'm sorry, scene 3.
There's only 5 scenes in the
Right,
movie.
scene 5 is the last. Scene 3, 90 pages. Can you imagine handling continuity, all the people who worked on the film, handling continuity for
Great-
a 90-page
great
scene,
crew.
coming in the next day, remembering where exactly everything was. It was just it was a feat. I didn't know how we were going to do it, but Ted blocked the entire movie, and he had little dance cards to show each of us where we were going, and he had stick figure storyboards, which were hilarious. And I was like, "What is that?" And it totally worked. It was brilliant.